we have been really, really lucky because back over in that area, I don't know if you see it laying on the ground there, but there are, I think, maybe 3 more. More? 8 over there? Okay, well, he says there's 8 more telephone posts just like this one that have been there for a really, really long time. They were totally engrossed with grass and stuff like that, so we just tied it up to the truck and yanked them out of there. And it's a little bit of work to get all of the metal off and stuff, but yeah, for the most part, it's been really easy. He just cut each post down to what I think we did 8 feet posts, right? So we got 4 corner posts out of one large telephone pole, and what we did was basically just cut it we dragged it with the truck wherever we were gonna drop it, cut it, dragged it, dropped it, cut it, so it was super easy getting it to where it needed to be anyways. And of course they are heavy, so getting them into the hole, digging the holes and stuff. 3 feet down, and they're extremely sturdy. We have at the corner post, we have these clips here, which we just got off of Amazon, and they were like $18 for a lot. What was it, 50 or 100?
50 with the tool.
Oh, it came with a tool. Alrighty then. So you heard that. 50 clips with a tool for $18, and he absolutely loves these things. Nice and easy, he said. And then the rest of the clips are just your, typical hot wire clips over under. You just have the wire come over and then tuck it under. So that's pretty good. It's going to be a lot of wire, but it'll be worth it. Almost done. So this post over here is going to be for the door. So you always do wood for your corner post. It works best. But in this case, when you're putting up a door, you want another wood post. It's just much sturdier. You can do it on a T-post. I've seen videos of people using a T-post for it. And, it's possible. I just don't think it's as sturdy. And it doesn't look as nice either. It looks nicer with the wooden posts. So once he's done putting this together, I'll get back with you guys and show you what the outcome is. The gnats have not gone away. I'm sure you can see them all flying in front of the camera. I don't think they ever go.
Ran out of wire.
You ran out of wire. So you got 4 strands. Gonna go get some more wire? Or are you just gonna leave it at that for right now?
Leave it like that now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's tall enough for the cows and stuff. Not tall enough if we get horses. Because, horses are good jumpers. Probably more so than goats. And that little guy can jump anything.
What guy?
That one.
The devil over there?
Aw, don't call him a devil.
That's the devil.
He's bad. He is definitely bad.
He's bad, but he's a good boy.
I know, all at the same time, right?
Bad is
He's an
escape-
escape artist. He is,
escapes,
yes.
Gets on your nerves, but then he's really lovable and comes up to you and rubs on
Yeah,
you.
like he's not a biter. He's not like a guy that's just gonna ram you for no reason. He's just a big pain in the butt.
Skateboard.
Escape artist. That's his worst thing, is that he escapes everything. And we're talking about Mr. That guy right there. He's an escape artist. I don't know what we're going to do with that guy. Hopefully this will keep him in. Well, he's not used to being hit by stuff, really.
I know. That's why he's going to get a rude awakening.
See, now, back at our other farm, our older goats are used to the electric fence. They've never had an issue with escaping. The boys always stayed put. The girls always stayed put. They never went in with the boys. The boys never tried getting to the girls. It was no issue whatsoever. But ever since Mr. was born, he has always escaped everything. When he was really little, he would jump the barn, not the barn, but he would jump the stall door and get out of the stalls. He would climb walls, literally climb the walls. Yeah, he's just been a wild child for real. And you know, now we have Peter out because we don't want him alone, because if you watched some videos back, you saw how unexpectedly we lost 2 of our goats and we don't know why. Zorro, who was one of our main breeding goats, died unexpectedly. I don't really want to get into that. It's a really sore subject. Peter's doing great, but we didn't want him alone. And Mr., we tried putting him in with Peter, but he kept on escaping anyway. So now they're just all out. That's why this over here is going to be for the boy goats, or like if we're wanting to breed the girls or whatever. It's a big spot, but it'll be good. So if we ever, when, I don't want to say if, when we get horses, it'll be a good area to get the horses used to us and stuff like that. And then the other area we've talked about is enclosing a good amount of this pasture land over here. I'm hoping that we go all the way down to where our walking path is, like right before our path, so we can still walk the perimeter or drive the perimeter of our land. But I would like this area over here to be really, really large, at least a couple acres. Just use that primarily for the cows. And then if we're not breeding the girl goats, they would also just be in that area with the cows. So everything is still so up in the air. We haven't been here long enough to really figure out exactly what it is that we want to do. The house isn't complete yet. We want to spend at least 1 full year here first before we make any like major decisions on barns. I do think that the pasture fencing is important because the animals have to be in a safe and healthy environment. But as far as doing like large structures that cost a lot of money, I don't want to make any major decisions with that. So we're going to hold off on doing a barn. We are going to do some small structures though. There's going to be a smaller structure in here for the goats, for the boys, and then another smaller structure when we get to the side over here. Ideas are going and the wheels are turning. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun to just think about what the future holds and what we can do, what the opportunities are and stuff like that. So it's been good. The last thing we have to do with this fencing over here, obviously you heard me, or you heard him say that he ran out of the wire, and we don't need that immediately. We can still bring the electric over here and then just run another wire when we go get the other wire. But it's definitely, I think it's tall enough to keep them in, you know, so a little bit less than my waist, probably about a good 3.5 feet or so. So it should be okay. But that little guy can jump, so I don't know if he can clear it without like running and jumping off something. We just won't be able to put anything close to the edge of the fence because he can jump off of things. That guy's wild. He would run and like kick off of something and clear it. He's amazing. I have to give him that. He is definitely an amazing little jumping animal. Never seen a goat do that before. I've heard stories, but I've never seen it. And we've had a few goats, and he is our first. That's been that acrobatic, to say the least. But we do just have to put this, the gate has to go up, and the electric is probably going to go, I'm going to assume on this side over here, because it would be less wiring that would have to get over that direction there. Almost done with this, and then we just have to build a small little structure, which shouldn't take long, but it might. Things seem to take a little while around here. When you don't have the materials on hand and you have to go and pick up the materials, but you're not really sure how much material you really need, the back and forth driving just becomes kind of a nuisance. Hello, Piper. What do you think? Does Piper look pregnant to you guys? She is definitely looking pregnant to me. She's large. She definitely looks like there's something going on in there. But I did not see her get bred. But man, she's looking big. So we're just going to keep an eye on her udder. And if it starts to bag up at all, we'll definitely know that there's a baby on the way. As of right now, no baby on the way. She's just a big, round mama. Soon to be. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say she's definitely pregnant. Anyways, that's it for right now. Gonna get the electric out here and I'll bring you guys back in a second. Alright, so as you guys can see, the fence has been put up. Basically, he just got a drilled a couple of holes. And whenever you put a fence on, you want to make sure the top one is facing down, bottom one is facing up.
Well, show them that there's two versions. Because, see here, you can adjust this one up or down or whatever.
Right.
That one you can adjust up or down. But this fence here, look. Bought it from the same place. That one's welded.
Oh.
No adjusting. But at least this one's adjustable.
Oh, right.
So, but when you do your measurement, how high off the ground you want it.
Oh, that's weird.
It's the way these people are.
Yeah,
we bought it from different manufacturers.
Yeah, we bought both of these fences, same time, same place. We got, so far, 4 strands ran on the fencing. And we are about to run the last strand right now. So these are from here, but these posts are not the same exact post as those. The spacing is different. So when I say spacing, I'm talking about these. This painted section really doesn't matter, but they painted it down here. Anyways, the spacing is different. So when you're trying to measure how far to put your clips, it's not going to be perfect on both of them. For instance, on this post here, it's 7 from the top underneath the 7th. And on that one over there, it's the 10th one. So that just kind of tells you how different they are. 7 to 10 is a huge difference. See? So, like I was saying, that one only has 2 painted. This one has 4 painted. Not a big deal with that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be here, but that's not the right location as far as the spacing. It's just weird. So kind of check that when you get your posts. They might not all be the same. The spacing might be different on them. So anyways, now we had to run back and get some more wiring because we were out, and we meaning he always comes up with interesting ways to get the wire pulled easily. So he's just using
Yeah, I put
a
it on the
tamper
fence.
kind of thing, or whatever those are called.
It's a come along.
A come along, sorry.
And then I just jammed it into this wire that was over there and on that post. So then
Yeah.
when I drag, I'm gonna hook it up to the back of the machine, and I'm gonna pull it away.
Oh, well, alrighty
I
then.
gotta pull with my hands.
Okay, good deal. So you don't need me.
I don't need it.
Oh no, you need me. You need me, just not for this. We'll see how this goes with him going around the corner. He's just basically going to go all the way around, and then we'll go ahead and figure out exactly how much we need. And down the stretch he comes. Did you do it like that for the last 4 strands?
I did it like that. Yep.
Did you?
The first one I didn't do it like that. I'm like, hold on, man. I got a machine now this time around. Last time I didn't have one. And this is what I do. So I get like 3 feet. Put it on here. Don't do no little curls. Just do it natural.
Why is that? In case it breaks or anything?
Yeah, you want some slack in case it, anything falls on a tree.
Mm.
And the last time I did this in Alabama, the way we did it last time, I did them really, really tight. And then there was no way for me to tighten them because you know how hard it was for me to take those little curls off?
Oh, yeah.
Now this is much easier. I can just look. Right?
Right.
Go back off.
Right, I see what you're saying.
You see what I mean?
Because they loosen up sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second. Pull this off. Oh, it won't let me. Okay. This is gonna pop off.
No.
Okay, I got something for him. Huh? Don't break it. Don't break it. There. Made it.
It's not going to get pulled off, right?
Nope.
No matter how tight you pull it? It
The
shouldn't.
thing I can do can break because it is plastic.
Yeah, but it's not going to pull off. So like you saw, he just twisted this a few times, nice and loose, about 3 feet off. These are the clips from Amazon, but these clips we got from Tractor Supply. These are very sturdy. Under. Yeah.
Really tight.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on there, and I'm really tight, and then I'll kink it, because this kink will hold it. See? Look how tight that is.
Yeah.
So I don't try to fight it. I'll just, no kinks. What you gotta do? Got me.
You gonna cut a little bit of that off?
Cutting anything. It's good. It's nice and clean.
That bottom one popping out. Not the bottom, the middle. Second to the bottom.
See, they're nice and tight. But I am going to connect this one from right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to loop right back up in there.
Yep.
That way, it continues the circuit.
Right.
It's got to be a round circuit.
Right.
And then I'm going to put the
box.
box here,
Yeah.
the shocker.
Mm-hmm.
But ours is a plug-in. So
Right.
I'm going to have to bring the extension cord over here. Plug it here. And then my ground, usually they want, I don't know why. They tell you to use those ground rods every 10 feet, 3 of them. So 10, 20, 30 feet of it. And then you got to connect to it. But what I'm going to do, because all this for ground.
Every 30 feet.
Every 10 feet.
For all the way around where you're
No,
putting it?
every 10 feet for your box.
Oh.
So you can have a ground. 10 feet, 10 feet, and 10 feet. And each 10 feet has to connect. And then it grounds to your box. Because your box has to have a ground.
Yeah.
Because the electric goes, it zaps really fast, it comes to the box and goes back into the ground. But if anybody touches it, then you become the ground. That's why you get shocked. You get me? So you became the ground. You know what I mean? That's why birds don't get shot. Because they're not touching the ground. A bird can land on this and nothing happen to them at all.
Right.
You know? But so yeah, right now I gotta dig a little trench. I'm gonna connect that one. I'm gonna connect these 3 or 4, 5, whatever, 5. 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm gonna connect those 5. And then one over electric.
You know, the only thing that stinks about the electric is if there's a storm or something.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, by that time the animals ain't gonna want to touch the fence.
Right.
They're gonna be scared of it.
Right.
It's gonna remind them how much harder this is gonna hit. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're like, the animals are gonna escape because ain't no power. Man, they can be hit by that gate so many.
Unless it happened within like the first couple of days of you putting up your fence, then they might try it. But
and the babies do try it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, so also, so what I was gonna say is, the ground, that instead of me running those
The
ground
3
rods,
posts. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, since I got a whole fence, it's all posts. Now, usually you want copper, but look how much ground, all that is grounded. That's a lot of ground. So I'm gonna run a underground wire from here to over there. That's why I got this stuff. And I'm gonna connect it to the fence. That fence is ground. You get me? So that's the plan.
All right. And we're not using a copper wire at all?
Nope.
I mean a copper,
This is good. It's insulated. It's not gonna lose nothing till it gets to there and gets to here.
you know electricity more than I do. So we'll see how this goes.
And if it
I'm not
doesn't-
going to watch,
If it doesn't work, you know, then we'll go get the stupid ground rods. But
and that ground rod was what, like 40 bucks almost?
30,
Like $35, I think, right?
you got help right behind.
Oh, pretty. Oh, you can't see him, but he's in that tree. Boy, he was a big one. Oh, here comes another one. Right there. What is it, lady? What is it? What is it? Oh, you want to say hi to Sergeant? Is that what it is? I think they need more water. They've just been splashing all the water out. Especially the little girl on the backside there. She's funny. Is that a girl? Maybe a boy. I can't tell. No, I think it's a girl. So you just wrap that around. Connected each wire to each wire. Want me to hold it? You want to see how far you need to go?
I know the reach.
Alright, it has been a few days and we've had some rain, so don't mind the mucky mess. But basically the cords, let me come on this side. We've got all of the wires stranded together here. Okay. We've got the ground, the hot. This is just his way of tying the extension cord together. This wire here is, this black wire here is going under the ground. It goes over here somewhere. Oh, and then it's under the ground right here. and he came up and attached it to the fence right there. And then of course this extension cord goes to the house. But so far so good. The ground posts that we were talking about are doing an amazing job, and it keeps the fence really, really hot. So far so good. I don't know if all of the cows are going to go in here. I think Daisy will probably get a little bit lonely if the other two aren't in here. Because even though she's tied up at night, when the other two come back from their day of foraging or whatever, they do come back and stay with her at night. So kind of disappear in the tall grass, which is funny. There is a perimeter that has been mowed. But they're going to clean all this up in here, and we'll see how long it takes them to eat it. I'm assuming it's going to take a little while. Goats eat, they eat, but they don't eat a ton. Hi. Hello, babies. How are all of you doing? Happily eating, I see. So the rest of the babies are down on this side. Hi. How's everyone? Are you all doing good? Ooh, Piper found herself some of that good stuff. Oh yes. They love those tall weeds. The weeds that we hate the most, they love the most. So that's kind of a good thing. Alright, so I'm at the corner post right now, looking that way, just to kind of give you guys an idea. And then the gate is over there. They've got their water. This is for their dry food, which that's going to be a mission with that big mama over there. So it'll be really nice once the other pasture's open, but that's not going to be for a long time because this stuff is quite pricey these days. One T-post cost $5.50, which is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They never used to be that expensive, but they are now. The half-mile wire cost $60. The charger cost, I don't know, like $100 to $200, something like that. The fence was another $100. Actually $110. Luckily, we had all the posts, so we didn't have to pay for the posts, but those usually run, oh, I don't know how much those run these days. I can't answer that. I do not know. But it's not cheap. So imagine when we do this whole section over here, which is a good few acres, it's going to be pricey. But I don't want to think about that right now. I'm just going to enjoy one thing at a time. The next thing we have to do, which will probably be this weekend, I'm assuming, is get the wood to build them. Either we're building them a structure, or we might actually use the structure that was over with the boy goats and pull it over here. It is so weird to not have any fencing through here. It feels so odd. But it's good. I'm glad. Yeah, so this is where the goats were. The girls were on this side here, and then we had it divided, and then the boys were on this side here. This little structure right here, I think we're gonna take that wood and use that wood to make a lean-to over there, and then whatever extra wood we need to buy, then we'll just go ahead and buy the wood. But this is a decent size. There's not really a whole lot of good wood except for maybe the 4x4s in the corners, but it's a start anyways, because everything is just so expensive right now. And if you guys have been with us, you know that we're rehabbing this house, and that is also a huge fortune that we've been spending just to get, you know, our everyday living together. So we're trying to make sure that all the animals are, there's a lot of gnats out. But we're trying to get all the animals situated and make sure that they're happy and healthy and stuff like that. But we also have to make sure that we have the things that we need to be happy and healthy as well. So it's just been, you know, it's a new property, a new home, and new things that need to be done, new structures that need to be built, and it's just constantly trying to reconfigure things to make sure that things are working the way that we want them to work. And to be honest with you, I don't know how long this is going to work. I know the fencing is good though. It's sound, it's strong, it hits hard, so at least it'll keep the goats in. Once we start working on the shelter, I will take you guys along and show you what we end up doing for that. It's not going to be anything fancy. I don't think. It might be, but I doubt it. But maybe in the future we'll make it a little bit better once we, you know, get a little bit more settled in. But that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And until next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you then. Bye.